It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Jacksonville Jaguars, and it comes your way next.
Our NFL friends up north are busting out the sweatshirts and blankets, but not us. TIAA Bakefield is pretty idyllic tonight, almost perfect, as we say hello from Jacksonville. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. Taking it about the 1. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
To throw on second down, Rutledge. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So the completion good for 7 there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football, getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Looking to throw on second down. Rutledge. He's going to launch it for Washington. It's caught at the 10. A big play here for Dallas. 54 yards. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And what was amazing to me was the fact he was able to get as much on the ball as he did because he was on the run. Normally, when you're on the move like that, you don't expect the ball to go that far. You would think you need your lower body to be involved. That was an all-arm throw.
Yeah, the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. Now Elliott. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down below the 2.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Operating from the gun, Rutledge. And he'll just get rid of it.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
From the 2-yard line yet again. Let's see what they can do on third and goal. Looking to throw. Rutledge. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into the OG. It's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ryan Knoll taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it, 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message. And the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his second season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior, whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and is doing everything in his power to follow through.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively. And then they got hit with that big play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Lawrence will throw. And Ingram holds it in. And he is going to have a Jags first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second down and a run by Robinson. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. as they've got it with a third down and less than a yard. Here's Lawrence to throw. Touchdown! Christian Kirk on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Ryan Santoso now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So now with a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On first down, Rutledge. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Back to throw. Rutledge. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, Rutledge. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That third down conversion good for 23.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing on first down, Rutledge. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're talking about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call it not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguar offense going back to work. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a 1st down. Now Lawrence. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. The left side completion to Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Able to complete this to Chenault. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Lawrence to Chanel for Jaguar first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And to throw again is Lawrence. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Second and 12. Now Lawrence to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Again, it's Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On first and 10, Rutledge. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping to get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Let's go, man. Let's ride up. Let's ride. Yeah, let's go.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Rutledge. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, Rutledge. That is caught by Lamb. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
It certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one goes for 24 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Garabay's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Cowboys. And there were a few factors as to why they built this good-size advantage, but the rushing numbers were not all that amazing. We'll see if they can pick it up in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because Those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Finding space at the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Robinson on a give right side. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run up a bunch more plays.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Lawrence tried for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Robinson up the middle, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Back to Robinson now on first down. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Robinson with another carry. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Up and good for Santoso. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They start on the ground with Elliott. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. 7 yards there and 1st down.
That was a great run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rutledge. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. It got his man, complete. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the 3rd quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Rutledge. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Holding, offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I see a surprise in your face there. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
His percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Rutledge. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. It's scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Tight defense there on third down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range, no sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Garabay's kick is good, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change, because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
They'll start on the ground. ETN.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
On third down, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. Rutledge. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd down at the 26-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter with the score of
So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and 11 now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Rutledge.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
They really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Throwing on 1st down.
Rutledge on the out route. It's Lamb with a grab.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Rutledge. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 15 yards down to the 15 and a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Draw play, Elliott. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Rutledge steps away to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Garibay on to attempt the point after.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And a 9-yard run on the end of it.
Me and you, baby. Me and you.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
But Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
Right at the 30.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body.
And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Again, it's Elliott. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all. Were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he'll get it inside the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
To throw on 3rd down, Rutledge. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz.
And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now back to the ground with Elliott. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Rutledge. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. James Washington, a 9-yard touchdown grab, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
I suppose it wasn't out of the realm of possibility that we could have seen a comeback, but that touchdown should put any hopes of a comeback out of reach. It's been a really quality effort for him here in this one.
And no matter what else you think, you have to admire the initiative to finish things off their way. Don't leave anything to chance, no matter how small the odds of a comeback were. Send it home with a touchdown and get to celebrating.
Garibay on for the extra point.
And the lead is now 24. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it's James Washington who finishes things with a touchdown reception.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
And now out come the Jags.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's go, man.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them this one is now planted.